Well, welcome to our new series called Chatting with People Who Are Not Really There. It's a pretty simple premise. I'm going to shortly sit down in that beautiful rocker that you see there, and it's kind of an impromptu conversation with, interview, whatever. It's like having Robin Williams there. Actually, it's funny that I said Robin Williams. I could probably have Robin Williams there, and you wouldn't see him anyways. But it was originally going to be Dustin Hoffman. Just sit down and have a conversation with Dustin Hoffman, who isn't really there. Just pretend that he is. I think the explanation is I just spotted an old robin's nest. You can hear the crows in the background. They're not CGI crows. So, but we could put in a CGI Dustin Hoffman, or actually we could just have the real Dustin Hoffman come in and sit in. So the possibilities are endless permutations, variations, exactly. So I'm going to go and sit down. Hopefully you'll be able to see my head, and if not, that'll probably be a plus. Of course, the obligatory scotch. And are we recording? I say we, but I actually mean urinate. Exactly. Yeah, we're recording. We've got, I think we have 20 minutes, 22 minutes. This hour has 22 minutes. So 8 bricks up, 8 bricks down. Welcome. I'm just put my arm through Dustin Hoffman to our interview here with Dustin Hoffman. It's not an interview. Don't get your hopes up. It's not like I know anything about Dustin Hoffman. Shut up, bus. It's not like I know anything about Dustin Hoffman, except for, this is not. Yes, this is not an interview. This is an anti-interview. Uncle interviews next week. So you'll have to wait for that. But see, I've got you all excited for no reason. All I'm going to do is just sit here, have a drink. Not a smoke and a quick decision. But, I hide behind these glasses because they're my last bastion of hiding behindness. And thank you, Your Royal Highness. Maybe this is less about an interview with. It's not an interview. I keep saying interview. It's not. This is not an interview. I've just sat down and pretend that Dustin Hoffman is sitting right here. Yeah, you can take it, the little baby face. Dustin, you get the little baby face. Yeah, I know. You're in the Graduate. Come on. I'm sitting next to the guy that was in The Graduate. And the possibilities exactly are endless, because we could have subtitles, what Dustin actually said, and Tootsie. Come on, who wouldn't love to sit next to the guy in Tootsie and The Graduate? Of course, I'm terribly lax in my it's hard to say, cinematographic lore knowledge. But you know, you're in Tootsie. You're good in that. You were in The Graduate. You're probably in 100 other things that are much better that I can't remember. But that's what this is all about. This is maybe more about me than it is about you, Dustin. And I was thinking earlier when I was thinking up this concept, which wasn't hard, about an hour ago, and a few of these. I was thinking that you're named after after what we do with a how did that go, with a dustin, with a feather duster. That's what we do with a feather duster, is we do dustin. Yeah, I assume that Dustin would laugh or maybe smile at that, or say, how many, if I had a, exactly, for every time but I don't know. So, actually, one time, my family almost bought, well, I'd say almost bought, that was in the eyes of a child. I'm sure that the parents had no intention of buying, almost bought a duster back in the early, whatever, 60s, early 60s, when I was a child, of course. I wish these glasses were like Elton John's, so I could hide behind. But no, they just amplify the bags under my eyes. So, that's like what's his name said, Christopher Plummer said in his rendition of Barrymore. He said, "These sweetbreads under my eyes." Now, of course, that's the only thing you're going to look at from now on. I should have said, "This huge dick," but no such luck. Right, Dustin? When I said dick, you smiled, which means right, we won't go there. Which, of course, I wonder. Everyone wonders. Does Dustin have a large dick? Because you are somewhat short in stature. 8 bricks, 9 bricks, 3 bricks, 2 bricks, and you are a bit of a nebbish, so a bit of a nebbish. So we wonder, there have probably been Jews with huge dicks. This is not a family show. If you had the kids watching this, you might want to bring out a book with diagrams or something. But I actually should have probably timed this, which I'll just wing it. But there would probably be a lot of things that I would, since Dustin Hoffman is here, things that would ask Dustin Hoffman, which would be, I don't know, I've forgotten everything that you've done. I've forgotten your entire body of work. And unfortunately, you're not talking too much. I know. I'm getting there. But here we are, sitting with Dustin Hoffman. Should call it 22 minutes on a porch on a reasonably cool day, where I'm wearing a blimp suit, tossing to Dustin Hoffman. And 22 minutes is not that a longer time. It's not a longer time. It's not a longer time. It's that a shorter time, sir. And then Old Man River, You like that song? Yeah. Can we re-edit Tootsie? Maybe put it in, put in a rendition of me doing. Why am I looking down at your dick? I shouldn't be looking at your face. But you're a short guy. What can I say? I should be putting in my rendition of. Did I put in my rendition of Old Man River and Tootsie? This we call it Tootsie, the Masters of Johnson recut. Recut. All right. We're not going to go there either. Yeah, unfortunately, you have to be terribly confident to pull off. I'm not sure where I should. I'm really not a celebrity, so I'm not sure where I should look. Should I look in the camera and say, "You look marvelous," or should I, should I look off to the side and pretend, "Yes, I'm talking to you. Someone out in the distance." Or should I look at you, Dustin? All right. Of course, it's all about Dustin Hoffman. Let's see. Okay, so you did Tootsie, you did, those are the only two things I can remember. Tootsie and, no, I can't remember the other one. What's the other one was, yeah, The Graduate, which nobody who knows how to use a digital device knows what The Graduate is. So, I'm dating myself and I'm enjoying it. Well, let's see. I would guess. See, I'm not using my stopwatch. There isn't one in the background with cue cards. But I wish Q was back here. That's I couldn't remember Q's name. The magical guy in Star Trek. Yeah, the magical prick in Star Trek. Baby dickhead. You like them? Yeah. You would. Yes. Where was I going with this? I lost the golden right. I lost my thrust. I lost my thrust. I lost my thrust for a while, but it came back. Let's see. Don't know where I was going with that. Of course, on review, I'll re-edit this, which of course it's not going to be re-edited because it has to be a continuous take, and a continuous take is reminds me of the Beatles song, which is this isn't much about you, is it? The Beatles song, which is the love you give is equal to the love you take, which is the wrong. I'm sure that one side is way overbalanced on the other side. This is actually the day that the Scots said, no. Scots said, no, we're not for the separation there. They're not going to be separating there. We're always separating our boys down beneath our kilts because we didn't wear underwear. You see. Yeah, that's what the Scots. That's what the Scots said. Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Now we go off to La La Land for a while here and sing. That's what the Scots said. What's that? Which is what the fox. There are foxes around here. A lot of crows, obviously, and raccoons. Maybe a rack of raccoon. That's what we could have. A rack of Rocky Raccoon. I had to put that in here because I used that the other day when speaking to someone who I love. Do you love anyone, Dustin? Barbra Streisand. Barbra Streisand. It's Barbra Streisand. How's that song go? It's kind of like, we'll just put it to the tune of, what does Barbra Streisand say? No, there's a song where there's, is it Barbra Streisand? Yeah, they say every X amount of words they say, X amount of lyrics, they say, Barbra Streisand. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe we'll do an interview with Barbra Streisand. I'll know as much about her as I do about Dustin Hoffman. I actually probably know a lot about Dustin Hoffman. I loved your Tootsie, and You weren't in The Godfather, right? No. Okay. You didn't play Alfredo? Exactly, Alfredo. Yeah, you're right. This is less about you and more about me. But it's not more about me. It's more on about me. Morana, exactly. Morana, what's her name? It reminds me of Ariana Huffington. And because Ariana Huffington, it should be Areola Huffington, because that's what you'd be looking at. You'd be looking at her areola and Huffington. Exactly. I'm not even gonna mince words. I'm not gonna mince words because mincing is. I was just thinking of Freddie Mercury. Sometimes it's hard to be a woman. It's always hard to be a woman. Hard to be a woman. Or look, I may have breasts under here. Children, do not drink alcohol. Bad. Alcohol bad. Fire good. Sun's coming out. Sun's coming out, and I didn't even realize that I was a father. So. Dustin, can you contribute anything to this? You're in Tootsie and The Graduate. You're also in. You were Rain. I am remiss in my fiduciary responsibilities here. He was in Rain Man. You were in Rain Man, exactly. And because I love the whole baby water, baby water, baby. Rain Man. Yeah, okay. But and who was that? Was that Tom Cruise with you? I forgot who played. It was Tom Cruise, wasn't it? The whole Rain Man thing was. I'm an excellent driver. I'm a mini driver. I'm an excellent mini driver. I'm a screwdriver. Yeah. Oh, you think that? I know. If you had a nickel for. If you had a Jack Nicholson for every. Exactly, you'd be dead by now. Well, what's his name is dead. Not Jack Nicholson, but the other guy, the guy that blew himself up. He blew himself up in a dynamite act, but he survived that, and then he succumbed. Yeah, of course, he succumbed to prostate cancer. Is this thing still running? How old is better check the date times. Yeah, we got a few minutes. We got a few minutes here. We're at 18 minutes, 22. We got about 3 or 4 minutes maybe. So you need to chickadees. I was thinking the other day that chickadee, chickadoo. That's all I want to say to you. This could have been much more interesting, but the chickadees are in the bird feeder. I'd swing the camera around and show you, but this is called cinematic poetic tension. I was going to say Justice, which Justice used to be the dog across the street. I haven't heard him bark much, so I assume that maybe. Yeah, Rain Man. Brilliant film. Did a brilliant job. I'm sure we'll have to have you back soon, because I'm kind of doing the countdown here. We're gonna have to have you back soon, Dustin. Is Dust in the nick of time? Is it Dust in the nick of time? Gesturing in the wild. Love it. Yeah, so we'll have you back again, where I will attempt to remember the things that you've done, which are brilliant. You're the man. Sorry, I slapped them in the face. Exactly, sun's coming out. The chickadees are out. I sang my chickadee, chickadoo, doo. That's all I want to say it. And the other children do not drink. That's I think it was what's his name that said that. Oh, there's a chipmunk. I'm not kidding. I think I'm making this up. The chipmunk is real, and so is the chipmunk is actually there. I forgot. I get derailed. I derail myself, which I derail everyone when I should be cardinal derailer. Exactly. Israel. But this is the truth. It's the truth according to. Of course, I have on my mind. As one of my friends named Kenny says, Adolf Putin, and I'm not going to say what he says about Obama, because that's even for here and me, that's not appropriate. But you still need to love some people that even though they're blatant. Let's just use the word assholes. Or racists. Why don't we just use the word racist, because then we won't have to bleep assholes. We won't have to bleep assholes. Bleep, 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 bleep. Yeah. Alright, any parting words there? We're probably running out of time. Any parting words there, Dustin? What does the clock say? Very funny. What does the clock say? Good. Well, we'll end this on a low note, because ending it on a high note is just so routine that everyone on the planet wants to rule the world, of course. But we know that's going to be running through your head for the rest of the day. Exactly. We'll end it on a low note, or on no note. I'll just have another drink and. So that's Grant's glass. Nice Grant's commercial. Fortunately, we got Valentine's in there, but maybe a dual commercial. Oh, you like that? Did you, Dustin? Oh, yeah. Well, we take a little bit of that dust off of your jeans.